Hello my dear students, welcome back to chemistry class beta. In the last session we have seen about the crystalline allotropes of carbon. You know that very well. And in this video class I am going to show you one more very important and very interesting topic Nana. Because of in 11th PEC level, especially in organic track Nana, we have one major chapter, that is nothing but the hydrocarbons. Lengthy chapter and very important chapter now. So for that very important hydrocarbon chapter, what are the fundamentals you require? That all fundamentals as much as possible I am going to show you in this video class. Okay na? Right. So let me explain first of all, sir, what is mean by hydrocarbon? What is mean by hydrocarbon? So before going to give you the definition, let me consider some examples. One is nothing but ethane. Ethane, the formula of ethane is C2H6. Next, another organic compound. You suppose ethene, the formula is nothing but C2H4. Next one is I am going to consider ethyne. The formula is nothing but C2H2. And also you can consider benzene. The formula of benzene is nothing but C6H6. So listen carefully beta. Here I have given around 4 compounds. In that all 4 compounds, only 2 atoms are common. One is carbon, hydrogen, carbon, hydrogen, carbon, hydrogen, carbon and hydrogen. So the organic compounds which contains carbon and hydrogen atoms, all they are known as what beta? Hydrocarbons. So what is meant by hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons are nothing but the organic compounds, and also we can say that carbon compounds, organic compounds, and also we can say that what beta? Carbon compounds which contains only carbon and hydrogen atoms. So the organic compounds containing C and H atoms, they are known as hydrocarbons. Okay na beta? Yes. So mainly hydrocarbons are 2 types: saturated hydrocarbons and unsaturated hydrocarbons. You know that information very well. Between carbon to carbon, by the presence of single bond, we have to say that saturated hydrocarbons, and by the presence of carbon to carbon, maybe double bond or maybe triple bond, they are nothing but the unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay now, so in the manner of that two, we have to say that hydrocarbons are 2 types, saturated and unsaturated. Okay now, and then in a special category it contains aromatic nature now. That we will discuss continuously in depth in our regular PUC classes. But now, introduction point of view only, I want to give you some booster like points I want to give you now. Okay now, right. So first of all, the introduction about the hydrocarbon, completely all fundamental data I am going to cover in the form of one chart form. If you know this chart, okay now, and further preparation of hydrocarbons, that is very easy to you now. So now I am going to give you the chart form of hydrocarbons information. So here I am going to show you. First of all, here I am going to consider the hydrocarbons. And so in that hydrocarbons, I want to show you the nature of carbon. What I want to show you better, nature of carbon. So the carbon-carbon nature is either single bond or double bond. Like that information we have to show now. So simply we can say that here I am going to discuss about the carbon-carbon nature. And after that I am going to show you which type of geometry they are having. Geometry means what Nana? Shape. So which hydrocarbon contain what is the geometry? For suppose alkane, alkene, alkyne. So they are having which type of shapes, geometries. And next column I want to show that is nothing but the bond angle, either 120 or 180 or 109 degrees. I have told you, okay now, is in part 17th video class now. Next column I want to show you about the hybridization. About what beta? Hybridization information I want to show you. And you know very well, hybridizations are so many types: sp1, sp2, sp3, sp3d1. You know very well beta. And in next column I want to show you percentage of S character, and in next column percentage of P character I want to show you. And in next column, I want to show you between two carbon how much bond length is there. Again between two carbon, to break that bond, how much bond energy we require. And in last column, I want to show you the information that is about the examples. So not only one thing, Nana, for the given respective hydrocarbon, number of fundamental points I am going to discuss here. 100% very easy to you can easily catch the information now. So come on, start with first hydrocarbon. First suppose carbon-carbon nature is single bond, C bond C. So carbon-carbon nature is nothing but what, Nana? Is carbon-carbon nature is single bond. So simply we can say that C bond C. If between two carbon, first suppose single bond is there, definitely we have to say that such hydrocarbons are known as alkane. What is a hydrocarbon, beta? Alkane. And listen carefully, in that word you have to be focused on last three letters, that is nothing but ane. Ane means single bond between two carbon. Okay, now? But for alkane, you must remember the general formula. The general formula of alkane is CnH2n plus 2. CnH2n plus 2. This is the general formula of what, Nana? Alkane. And they are having what, Nana? Single bonds between carbon to carbon. Next, Nana. And all alkanes, they contains the hybridization, sp3 hybridization. Okay, before that, let me consider one example. So in the place of n, I am going to consider 2 value. So n value is nothing but 2. Again here in the place of n, we have to write 2 value, Nana. So 2 2s are 4, we can write H4 plus 2 means we can write that H6. So in the place of n, in that formula, I have written n is nothing but 2, Nana. So when we apply this in above equation, we will get the answer is nothing but C2H6. What is meant by C2H6? I have given the name, that is nothing but ethane. So alkane, one of the example is ethane. And what is the formula of ethane? C2H6. Okay, now beta. So the formula of ethane is nothing but the C2H6. Now I am going to show you the structure of ethane. So in ethane, how many carbons are there? 2 carbons are there. C bond C. Okay. In ethane, 2 carbons are there, but total number of hydrogens are 6. That means each carbon shares 3 hydrogens. 1 and 2 and 3. Again, second carbon also contains 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, C2H6. This is your ethane. So between 2 carbon, single bond is there. Carbon-carbon nature is single nature. Okay, now beta. Yes. Now around first carbon, how many bonds are there? You know the hybridization, how to say shortly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, count. Yes, sp1, sp2, sp3. So first carbon undergoes sp3 hybridization. Let's count for second carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again we can say yes, sp1, sp2, sp3. Means first carbon undergoes sp3 hybridization. Second carbon can also undergoes sp3 hybridization. So not only first carbon, second carbon. In alkanes, number of carbons 1, 2, 3, whatever that may be. All carbons in alkanes, they undergo the hybridization. The hybridization is nothing but what, beta? sp3 hybridization. So what is the hybridization of alkanes? All the carbons in alkanes, they undergoes sp3 hybridization. First suppose ethane, 2 carbons are there. Both the carbons, they are undergoing sp3 hybridization. And in the part 17th video class, I have told you clearly, if hybridization is sp3, what is the expected geometry? Tetrahedral. So all alkanes, they are having the geometry is nothing but tetrahedral. Sir, how? First carbon contain sp3. So its geometry is tetrahedral. Second carbon also sp3. its geometry is also tetrahedral, like this one. Okay, and in tetrahedral compounds, if hybridization is sp3, the bond angle should be fixed, that is the value, it is equals to the 109 degrees, 28 tri. This information already I have told you in the part 17th video class. Okay, all of you? Good. So all alkanes, they undergo sp3 hybridization. Means one s orbital is there, 3 p orbital is there. So what is the ratio of s and p orbital? S orbital is 1 and p orbital is 3. So the ratio of s and p orbital is 1:3 now. And now I want to tell you what is the percentage of s character, what is the percentage of p character. I am saying here percentage. So total percentage means we have to consider equal to 100. That 100 we have to distribute in the form of 1:3 form. Means we have to say that 1 ratio of s orbital, we have to say that 25% of s character. And as compared to s, p is in 3 moles, so 25 into 3, so the percentage of p character, that is equals to 75% of p character. So in case of alkanes, what is the percentage of s and p character? 25% of s character should be there and 75% of p character should be there. This data must be fixed for all alkanes. Okay, na? Good. Next one is, so in case of alkane, between carbon to carbon single bond is there, so that bond contain bond length, that is nothing but the carbon-carbon bond length. So the bond length between 2 carbon in case of alkane, that is equals to 1.54 angstroms. Next, in case of alkanes, between 2 carbon, one bond will be there, only one bond will be there. So to break that one bond, you require bond energy. So the bond energy to break this single bond, that is equals to 80 kilocalories. 80 kilocalories. Okay, all of you know? Good. So every information about the alkane I have covered here. Now I am going to show you about the alkene. So second hydrocarbon I am going to start here. You suppose the second hydrocarbon is nothing but the alkene. Again in this alkene, your focus should be on last three letters, that is nothing but the E and E. Alkane, A and E, carbon-carbon nature is single nature. Alkene, E and E, you know that information, carbon-carbon nature is double nature. And also we can say that 2 carbons are linked by the double bonds. Okay. Alkane general formula is CnH2n plus 2, but alkene's general formula is CnH2n because we have to remove the 2, minus 2 करना पड़ेगा. Okay, by the loss of 2 hydrogen, alkane changes into alkene. That is the difference. But single bond changes into double bond. Nana. Okay, yeah. Now I am going to show you again example. In the place of n, I am going to consider 2 values. Substitute this value in above equation, then what we will get here? C2 and 2 2s are 4. So we can say that C2H4. C2H4, it is an example of alkene. C2H4, the name is nothing but what, Nana? Ethene, an example of alkene. So alkene example, now we can write that is nothing but the ethene. So ethene formula is C2H4. Already I have told you, from alkane to alkene, the gap is 2 hydrogen. From ethane to ethene, again gap is 2 hydrogen, H6H4. Okay, now beta? Yes. Now I am going to show you the structure of ethene. How many carbons are there? C2. 2 carbons are there. C, double bond, C. Between 2 carbon, double bonds are there. But out of 2 bonds, one is sigma bond, one more is nothing but pi bond. Okay, fix. But how many hydrogens are there in ethene? 4 hydrogens are there, Nana. Such 4 hydrogens, they can be equally shared by both the carbons. Means first carbon contains 2 hydrogen and second carbon also contains 2 hydrogen, C2H4. Okay, now beta. Now we have to decide the hybridization of first carbon and hybridization of second carbon. Are you ready? So around the first carbon, how many sigma bonds are there? One sigma, and this is second sigma, and this is third sigma. So around first carbon, one sigma, two sigma, three sigma. But one is pi bond. In the topic of sigma and pi bonds, in the differences I have given the last point, that is nothing but the sigma bonds, they can be considered in hybridization, but pi bonds, they won't participate in hybridization. So इस pi bond को अपन hybridization में mix नहीं करना बेटा. So hybridization के लिए we have to consider here only 3 sigma bonds. 3 means yes, sp1, sp2, yes, sp1, sp2. Here also same thing, 1 sigma, 2 sigma, 3 sigma. Again you should not consider pi. 3 sigma means yes, sp1, sp2. So in case of alkenes, whatever that may be the carbon, in case of alkenes, every carbon undergoes sp2 hybridization because of one s orbital, 2 p orbital. Total is 3. Here is 3 sigma bond. Okay, na beta? Yeah. So what is the ratio of R? If hybridization is sp2, yes, I have given the data clearly. What will be the geometry? The hybridization is sp2, then we have to say that the geometry of the hydrocarbon, that is known as trigonal planar, and also we can say that triangular. So for trigonal compounds, what is the expected bond angle? So the expected bond angle is always fixed, that is nothing but 120 degrees. This data also I have given clearly in the part 17th class. Okay, fine. Sir, how can you show here? Okay. Like this. First carbon contain sp2, trigonal planar. Second carbon also contain sp2, it is also contain trigonal planar. So in alkenes, both the carbons undergoes sp2 hybridization, and both the carbons they contains, in both the rings we can see the 120 degrees, and both the carbons they are having trigonal planar structures. Okay, na beta? Good. So what is the ratio of s orbital? 1, and the ratio of p orbital? 2. So the ratio of s and p orbital 1:2. But I don't want the ratio of s and p orbital. I want the percentage of s and p character. Means total 100% we have to distribute in the form of 1:2 form. 1:2 means percentage of s character, we can write that 33.3%. This is the percentage of s character, but as compared to s, p is a double na beta. So isko double karo. 33 becomes what na? 66.6%. I hope you understand that data clearly. So in all alkenes, for suppose ethene, propene, butene, pentene, in all alkenes, percent of s character is 33, percent of p character is 66.6%. Okay na? Good na? Next one is, in case of alkanes, carbon to carbon single bond, so the bond length is 1.54 angstroms. But in case of alkenes, carbon to carbon, double bonds are there, so bond length goes to be, okay, not decrease na, that will becomes 1.34 angstroms. So what is the bond length in case of alkane? That is nothing but the 1.34 angstroms. So between these two carbon, double bonds are there, so definitely the bond length should be 1.34 angstroms. And finally, between two carbon in alkane, two bonds are there. To break two bonds, you require more bond energy. So the bond energy is, simply we can say that around 140 or 142 kilocalories. But in alkane, single bond will be there. To break the required EIT. But in alkene, double bonds are there. We require some more extra energy. Okay, na beta? Okay, fine. Now I am going to tell you type 3 hydrocarbon. That is nothing but the alkynes. What beta? Alkynes. Again focus on last 3 words, that is nothing but YNE. ANE, alkane, ENE, alkene, YNE, alkynes. Okay now? So alkynes means carbon-carbon nature, and also we can say that in these hydrocarbons, carbon atoms are linked by the triple bonds. So carbon-carbon triple bonds will be there in the hydrocarbons are nothing but the alkynes. INE, it indicates triple bonds. So carbon atoms are linked by the triple bonds, and it's a general formula I am going to tell you. CnH2n, same like above formula I have written, but again here we have to remove the 2 hydrogen, means -2. CnH2n -2, CnH2n, here CnH2n +2. So +2, it contains more hydrogen, remove 2 hydrogen, again remove 2 hydrogen, like that. Okay. Alkane example ethane, alkene example ethene, alkyne example ethyne. So the formula of ethyne is C2H2. So example for alkyne, that is nothing but the ethyne. What is the formula of ethyne, beta? Ethyne formula is C2H2. Sir, how can we write? First, suppose in the place of N, I am going to consider 2, C2. Okay, I have written there. N, 2N, nothing but 2 2s are 4. But 4 minus 2, again you will get the 2 value. That is nothing but C2H2. Okay, all of you? Yes. So this is the general formula of alkyne. In alkynes, carbon-carbon atoms are linked by the triple bonds. And the example is nothing but ethyne. But in that ethyne, how many carbons are there? 2 carbons are there. C, triple bond, C. Number of carbons are 2. But the carbon-carbon nature is triple bond. Okay, I have written triple bond. Hydrogens are 2. Means first hydrogen contains, first carbon connected to 1 hydrogen, second carbon connected to 1 hydrogen. So between 2 carbon, how many bonds are there? 3 bonds are there. But only middle bond is sigma, and above bond and below bonds are pi bonds. Carbon connected to hydrogen, again by using sigma. Carbon connected to hydrogen, again by using sigma. But in hybridization, we have to take only sigma bonds. Sir, no? Okay. So around first carbon, how many sigma bonds are there? Left side 1 sigma, right side only 1 sigma. So around first carbon, 2 sigma bonds are there. So we can say hybridization is sp. 1 s orbital, 1 p orbital, total 2 hybrid orbital, 2 sigma bond. Same thing for second carbon. Right side 1 sigma, left side middle sigma, only 2 sigma bonds are there. Pi bond cannot be participates in hybridization. Yes or no? Okay, around second carbon also 2 bonds are there, nothing but we have to write the hybridization is sp, 1 s orbital, 1 p orbital. Okay, so all alkanes undergoes sp3 hybridization, all alkenes undergoes sp2 hybridization, all alkynes undergoes sp hybridization. But if hybridization is sp, what is the geometry? Linear, nothing but straight chain. Yes, this point also I have given you clearly. If geometry is linear, definitely we have to say that the bond angle is equals to how much, Nana? 180 degrees. This point and this information I have given you clearly in the part 17th video class. Next, 1 s orbital, 1 p orbital, 1:1 ratio means 50-50 character. So we can say that in alkynes, s orbital is 50%, p orbital character is 50%, because of they are in the ratio of what, Nana? 50:50. I mean 1:1. And finally, between 2 carbons, single bond is there. Bond length is 1.54 angstroms. Between 2 carbon, double bond is there. Bond length is 1.34 angstrom. But now between 2 carbon, triple bonds are there. So as number of bonds goes to be increased, here bond length values goes to be decreased. So in case of alkynes, between 2 carbon, the bond length is 1.20 angstrom. Single bond, more bond length. Double bond, little bit decreased. Triple bond, less bond length. So as number of bonds goes to be increased, their bond length values goes to be decreased. Remaining all properties are directly proportional. Only bond length is inversely proportional. Okay, right. So for the breaking of single bond, 80 kilocalories. For the breaking of double bond, 142 kilocalories. For the breaking of triple bonds, we required some more extra energy, that is around 200 kilocalories. Okay, all of you know? Yes, this is the very important fundamental information about the hydrocarbons. Okay, now. Ready, beta? Yeah. So introduction about the hydrocarbons already I have given to you. And one more small information I want to give you. What is the relation between this entire chart? So in the chart we have covered so many factors: bond length, bond energy, bond angle, hybridization, like that. But what is the relation between this all? That relation is very important for you. So let me consider first of all percentage of S character. Percentage of S character. Alkane, alkene, alkyne. 25, 33, 60. What happened? Percentage of S character increases. But remember carefully, percentage of S character is always directly proportional to acidic nature. Which nature beta? Acidic nature. And also you should remember one more point. Acidic nature is always directly proportional to electronegativity. So come on, say one answer. Ethane, ethene, ethane, which contains more acidic nature. Number of times repeated in like NEET exam and KCET exams also. Okay, na? Yes. So easily we can say the answer because of acidic nature and S character. Both are directly proportional. Ethane, ethene, ethine, alkane, alkene, alkyne. So which contain more S character? Ethine. So the answer is nothing but what, Nana? C2H2, we have to say that contain more S percentage, more acidic nature. And also we have to say that top to bottom S percentage goes to increase. And what about bond angle? 109, 120, 180. That means percent of S character increases, bond angle also increases. Both are directly proportional. Bond angle is directly proportional to percent of S character. Next. 25, 33, 50. Percent of S character increases. See here, bond energy 80, 142, 200. So bond energies increase, percentage of S character increases. Both are directly proportional. So percent of S character is directly proportional to bond energy. Next point I want to tell you about the bond order. Which topic? Bond order. Sir, what is meant by bond order? Bond order means number of bonds between two identical atoms. Two identical atoms, bond is 1. So bond order 1 and here bond order 2 and bond order 3. So bond orders increases, percentage of S character also increases. So percent of S character is directly proportional to P dot O dot, means bond order. Okay, now good. And another point I want to tell you: single bond, double bond, triple bond. So which is the strong bond? Triple bond is strong. So top to bottom bond strength increases, nothing but stability also increases. Yes, we can say that bond strength bond is top to bottom bond strength goes to be increased with increase of what, Nana? Percentage of S character. So bond strength is directly proportional to what, Nana? Percentage of S character. Percentage of S character. And only one factor will be inversely proportional. Top to bottom percentage of S percentage increases, but bond length values decrease. First of all 1.54, it becomes 34, it becomes 20. What happened here? Bond length decrease, but percentage of S character increase. So only one factor, that is nothing but the bond length. Bond length is inversely proportional to all these relations. So if you know the percentage of S character, you can decide the answers based on so many factors. Give the order of bond energy, give the order of bond angle, give the order of acidic nature, give the order of bond length. Every information we can decide on the basis of percentage of S character. But if you want to decide the percentage of S character, you should be very familiar about the hybridization. That is why I have told you the topic before only. Okay, now beta. Okay, rest. So ethane, ethene, ethine, which contain more acidic nature. Ethine, because of that, contain more S percentage. More S percentage means more acidic nature. So answer is order of acidic nature. What beta? Order of acidic nature. Acidic nature is always directly proportional to percentage of S character. Ethane, ethene, ethine. Come on, say Nana, which contain more acidic percentage? So ethine contain more S percentage, about 50%. So we can say the answer Ethyne. What is the formula of ethyne? C2H2. But between two carbon triple bond is there. So we can say CH triple bond CH. After that we can write ethene. The formula is CH2 double bond CH2. After that ethane, the formula of ethane is CH3 bond CH3. CH3 bond CH3, and also we can say that C2H6. So in alkane, percentage of S character is 25. In alkane, percentage of S character is 33%. And in case of alkyne, percentage of S character is nothing but what, Nana? 50%. So more S percentage, more acidic nature. Okay, na beta? So as the percentage of S character goes to increase, acidic nature also increase. So alkane, alkene, alkyne, which is more acidic. Alkynes are more acidic in nature. Ethane, ethene, ethyne, which will be more acidic. Okay, ethyne is more acidic in nature because of their having more percentage of S character. In that manner, not only one answer, Nana. So all these 7 to 8 factors, they are having same order, but bond length that contain reverse order. Okay, na? Yes, I say apne ko number of multiple questions, number of multiple objective bits we are going to practice in our regular classes, Nana. Okay, good. And another information I want to tell you in this class only, that is also very important, Nana. So such information is about nature of carbons and hydrogens. Nature of what, Nana? Carbons and hydrogens. Yes. Nature of carbon and hydrogens. Okay, na? Yes. So as per organic chemistry point of view, in the manner of writing of chemical names of the organic compounds, we have to use this nature of carbon. For writing what, Anna? Chemical names of the compounds, we have to write the common names of the compounds. For that point of view, we have to use the nature of carbons and hydrogen. So mainly in the respect to organic compound, we will see the 4 types of carbons we can see, Nana, generally. So number 1 carbon I am going to introduce here. First, suppose that is nothing but the primary carbon. Which carbon, beta? Primary carbon. So primary carbon we can denote with the symbol is 10. Sir, what is meant by primary carbon? Primary carbon is nothing but, okay, it is okay, special type of particular carbon which goes to be connected to, and also we can say that which goes to be bonded to only one carbon. If carbon connected to only one carbon, that is called primary. Next one is I am going to tell you type 2 type 2, Nana, that is nothing but the secondary carbon. So type 2 is secondary carbon. It can be denoted by the symbol is 20, like this symbol we have to be represented there. I will show you one example also. But secondary carbons, they have the nature, they connected to, and also we can say that they bonded to 2 other carbons. They should connect it to 2 other carbons, Nana. Okay. Next one is I am going to tell you, that is nothing but the tertiary carbon. Which carbon, beta? Tertiary carbon. Tertiary carbon, and also we can write one more name. It is known as isocarbon, and it can be represented by the symbol is 30. But such tertiary carbons are connected to, and we can say that bonded to 3 other carbons. They are bonded to what, Nana? 3 other carbons. Next point is last one, and that is known as quaternary carbon. Which carbon? Quaternary. So quaternary carbon, and also we can say that it is also very important word, neocarbon. Quaternary carbon, and also we can say that neocarbon, the symbol is nothing but the 40. That means such quaternary or neocarbons, always they are bonded to, always they will be connected to the 4 other carbons. If carbon connected to one primary, If carbon connected to 2 other, that is nothing but secondary. If carbon connected to 3 other carbons, tertiary. If carbon connected to 4 other surrounding carbons, that is nothing but the quaternary. In that manner, we have to decide the nature of carbon. So what about hydrogen? The hydrogens which are present on primary carbon, they are primary in nature. The hydrogens which are present upon tertiary carbon, they contain tertiary nature. Like that we can easily say the answer. But your focus should be on which is primary carbon and which one is secondary and which one is tertiary and which one is quaternary. That thing first of all you have to decide. So now I want to give you one question. In that question you have to be find how many primary and secondary and tertiary and quaternary carbons are there. So the question is, CH3 bonded to CH3 bonded to only C and C above plane, CH3, C below plane, CH3, and you suppose central C connected to another carbon, that is nothing but CH, and it connected to, you suppose, another CH3 group, and it connected to right side CH2, and finally you suppose it connected to CH3. So now in this question you have to be found okay, number of primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary carbons. So here I am going to write first of all number of primary carbons equals to and primary hydrogens equals to. Okay, next one is number of secondary carbons equals to, and also we can write secondary hydrogens equals to. Next here I am going to write that number of tertiary or isocarbons equals to and tertiary hydrogens equals to, and then finally I want to write that number of quaternary carbons and also we can say that quaternary hydrogens equals to. This data they have to be filled now. Are you ready? Yes. Now focus from left side. Okay, no problem, as you wish. Yes, I am going to going from left side. So you suppose this is the one of the carbon, but it connected to only one carbon. So we can say it is a primary carbon. Next, above one CH3 is there now. What about its nature? Above plane one CH3 is there, but this carbon is connected to only one carbon. So above one is also primary carbon. Below plane one CH3 is there. It also connected to only one carbon, only one central carbon. It is also nothing but what one of primary. Right plane one CH3 is there. It also connected to only one carbon, so we can say last one is also primary. And below plane one CH3 is there. It also connected to only one carbon, so it is also nothing but primary. Okay, good. So what about the CH2? This is the CH2, second carbon. Okay, whatever that may be, it connected to surrounding how many carbon? Right side one carbon, left side another carbon. So around this carbon how many carbons are there? 2 other carbons are there. So we can say that CH2 is secondary carbon. Next, what about that central CH? Okay, central C connected to, CH carbon connected to left side one carbon, below plane one more, right plane one more. So central CH connected to surrounding how many carbons? 3 carbon. So we can say it is nothing but the tertiary carbon. But here centrally one C atom is there. C connected to left plane 1, right plane 1, above plane 1, below plane 1. So this central C connected to 4 other carbons, means central C is quaternary carbon. It can be denoted by the symbol is 40. Okay na? Good. So number of primary carbons in the given example: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, every primary carbon contains 3 hydrogen. So 5 3s are 15 hydrogens are there. In that manner, we have to calculate the primary carbons and hydrogens. Yes, let's go for secondary. How many secondary carbons are there? Only one secondary carbon is one secondary carbon. But that secondary carbon contains 2 hydrogens. So secondary hydrogens are 2. Okay. And how many tertiary carbons are there? Only one. Okay, tertiary carbon is 1. But tertiary carbon also contains only 1 hydrogen. So tertiary hydrogen is 1. Quaternary carbon is only 1. Okay, quaternary carbon is 1. But is there any hydrogen upon that central C? No more hydrogen. So we can say that quaternary hydrogens are 0. I hope you understand the story clearly. Like this, few more examples I will give you directly in that WhatsApp group, Nana. You try to make practice, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay?